Margaret Atwood was born on November 18, 1939, in Ottawa, Canada. She grew up in different parts of Canada, spending much of her childhood in the forests of Quebec because her father was an entomologist, a scientist who studies insects. Due to this, she did not attend school full time until she was about 12 years old. However, she loved reading and writing from a young age. She wrote poems and stories as a child and became interested in literature. Atwood went to Victoria College at the University of Toronto, where she studied English literature. She then completed a master's degree at Radcliffe College, which is part of Harvard University in the United States. However, she did not complete her PhD studies and decided to focus on writing instead. Atwood began her writing career with poetry. Her first book of poems, Double Persephone, published in 1961, won the E.J. Pratt Medal, which encouraged her to continue writing. She gained more recognition with her poetry collection, The Circle Game, published in 1964, which won Canada's Governor General's Award. Though she started with poetry, Atwood became famous for her novels. Her first novel, The Edible Woman, published in 1969, is about a young woman who feels trapped in society's expectations. The book explores themes of identity, gender roles, and personal freedom, which became common in her later works. Atwood's novels often focus on women's lives, power structures, and dystopian futures. The Handmaid's Tale, published in 1985, is one of Atwood's most famous novels. It is a dystopian story set in the future where women have lost their rights and are controlled by a strict government. The novel follows Offred, a woman forced to become a handmaid, a person who must bear children for powerful men. The novel is a strong critique of political control, gender oppression, and loss of freedom. It has been adapted into popular TV series. Cat's Eye, published in 1988, is a novel that tells the story of Elaine Risley, a painter who looks back on her childhood and the way she was bullied by her friends. It explores themes of memory, art, and how childhood experiences shape a person's identity. The Robber Bride, published in 1993, tells the story of three women whose lives are affected by a mysterious and manipulative woman named Xenia. The novel examines female friendships, betrayal, and the power dynamics between women. Alias Grace, published in 1996, is a historical novel based on the real life story of Grace Marks, a young maid accused of murder in Canada in the 1800s. The book mixes fiction with historical facts and explores questions about truth, justice, and the role of women in history. It was later adapted into a TV series. The Blind Assassin, published in 2000, is a novel that won Booker Prize. It tells the story of two sisters, Iris and Laura Chase, and includes a novel within a novel, creating a complex and layered narrative about family secrets, love, and betrayal. The Mad Adam trilogy of science fiction novels depict a future world destroyed by environmental disasters and scientific experiments gone wrong. The first of the trilogy is Oryx and Crake, published in 2003, followed by The Year of the Flood, published in 2009, and Mad Adam, published in 2013. These novels explore themes of climate change, genetic engineering, and human survival. The Testaments, published in 2019, is a novel that is a sequel to The Handmaid's Tale and takes place years after the events of the first book. It follows the stories of three women living in the oppressive society of Gilead. The book won the Booker Prize and was highly prized. In addition to novels and poetry, Atwood has written children's books, essays, and short stories. Some of her notable short story collections include Dancing Girls, published in 1977, Bluebeard's Egg, published in 1983, and Stone Mattress, published in 2014. She has also written non fiction books about writing and literature, such as On Writers and Writing, published in 2002, where she shares her thoughts on being an author. Atwood is one of Canada's most famous writers. Her works have been translated into many languages and she has won numerous awards, including the Governor General's Award, the Booker Prize, and the Arthur C. Clarke Award for Science Fiction. Her stories often focus on feminism, environmental issues, and the dangers of totalitarianism. Atwood is also an activist who speaks out about political and environmental issues. She has been involved in causes such as women's rights and climate change. Atwood's writing has had a huge impact on literature and culture. Her books, especially The Handmaid's Tale, continue to be widely read and discussed. Through her powerful storytelling, she challenges readers to think about important social and political issues. She remains an influential figure in the literary world today.